Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? It's a bit bright. That's a bit bright. How about that? How about that? Can you see me? Can you see me? Hello, Nobe. Hello, MC Scott. Okay, you guys are arguing already. I can see. Okay. Thank you very much for saying you can see or hear me. I cannot tell. I cannot tell. I want to apologize for the earlier show. It's just the six of us here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how many we're gonna get. We got six people already. Let me go and post this on on Twitter. I'll post it on Twitter. Not that tab. That tab. That tab. Hold on a sec. There we go. I'm going to post this on Twitter. Okay. Oops, what happened there? Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I've got to post this on Twitter. I've got to post this on Twitter. Or X. I guess Twitter. There we go. And let's get on with the show. Welcome to the show. It's show 40. 40. I think it's 40. The night show. The night show, 40. I think it's 40. I've lost all count, really. But let's just say it's 40 plus 170 is 210 live shows we've done. We've done the night stream, or as Lucy calls it, the fridge chat. I think she calls it fridge chat. Look at my hair; it looks horrible. It's called fridge chat night show stream. She doesn't like the name stream. Fridge chat. I don't know. Do you like the name fridge chat? I'm not sure, but if she likes it, I want to keep her happy. I want to keep her happy. I don't like when she's mad at me, and she gets really mad at me. I need your expert advice. I was watching a video of a guy filming near a gated village in the U.S. The residents wanted him to leave and saying he was panhandling. What's that? Begging for money is what panhandling is. Fridge side chat is pretty cool. Fridge side chat. That's right. That's what I'm missing. I forgot the side business. Gnome. You're right. Fridge side. It's like something out of something that Roosevelt did in the 1930s. Was fridge chat. He was filming, but he probably was able to film. You can film from the street in America. You can film on, yes, fridge side chat. Sorry, Lucy. Sorry. I called it fridge chat. I'm heading in that direction. It takes a few times. Is fridge side chat better than night stream? Probably it is better than night stream. I guess. I think it might be better than that. I think the show we did earlier, I think it upset some people. Talking about what we were talking about really upsets people. We should talk about it. I don't know. We shouldn't even talk about it because it's like, how can you even talk about it? Keep it a secret. And I don't like that. So, but I do want people to watch this show. I want people to watch it, and I want you to like me. I mean, I don't really want you to like me because if I really wanted you to like me, I would do a lot of things differently than what I'm doing. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! I'm getting a hole in my face. Can you see that hole? Can you see? It's a dimple. And this thing here. Can you see this? Can you see that thing there? Bridgeside people. Yeah, this is the nighttime. Mark Therosian is here, so it's good to see you, Mark. Thank you for the contribution. I think you made a contribution. Mark made a contribution, and I just assumed it was you. I'll be in London tomorrow cosplaying as a tour guide for some family friends. If only I could get a pint with the Supreme Leader instead of doing that. Maybe we can do both. Where are you going to be? What time are you going to be? I'll come and meet you. I might come and meet you. That'd be too much. Would that be too much? I'd be like, what the hell is Lewis Schaffer doing here? Then you'd see me in person. I'm just so horrific. And I'd say something horrible to whoever, to family, some family, friends. That's what I would do. Yes, he was testing his First Amendment rights. He had a sign about war vets. The cops came and told the snobby residents he was allowed to be there. Yeah, God bless America. The cops, I think, are getting nicer in America, in a way. They're getting nicer after the George Floyd thing or whatever. They just, they're getting nicer over time. They don't need to be nicer. We need tough cops. Or America needs tough cops. I don't know. Are they getting nicer? I don't know. I'm just going to guess. Where in London? No. Yeah, that's a good question. Where in London? Where in London? I might be. I'm not near by any place, really. That's the one thing about London. It's an hour away from everything. An hour away. Josh Howie is getting his own new show on GB News. Great news. This is a Josh Howie fan. Could be if you like Josh Howie. If you like what he's doing. He won. He got into my head. I'll come and film Nunhead. I'd rather come and meet you. I'd rather come and meet you. You come around Nunhead. But welcome, Josh Howie fan. Okay. Stewart says, I hate that. Let's keep the hostility down and pretend we're all getting along. The problem with me is I let my hostility show. And I was just, he whatever. I'm not even going to discuss it. I'll be between the Tower of London and the forsaken Houses of Parliament walking along the Thames. I'd be more than happy to see you. See you lot, laugh out loud. But our friend, I'll have to dispose of the others. Okay. Leanne is here. Well, I don't know whether I can come and meet you. Anyway, Leanne is here. Hello, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Leanne. Hello, lovelies. Here for only a little bit, unfortunately. Okay, that's bad for us that you're here but at least you're here. It's always good when people come and say hello. It's not good when people come and say goodbye. So that's what's good. I don't know. Who is this? Maybe Kermit. No, Kermit can find out who that is. Probably for the best gnome, Lewis would only hit on all the women. Yes, that is probably true. And if I don't hit on you, you go, what am I, chopped liver? You'd be upset. You'd be upset. And then I'd hit on the guys too. And you'd think, wait a second, is Lewis gay? And then I'd have to be gay and there'd be awkwardness. I'd be gay, but I wouldn't be a good gay. I'm only 17% gay. So that's a very good point, Jedster. I'd hit on the girls. The women, I call them girls of any age, 80 years old. You're still a girl to me. You're a girl to me, Well, GB News likes a nice, safe pair of hands. They can say he is a Jew, and that ticks a box. Yes, that's probably true. He's English. He represents pro-Israel, whatever. He's done a good job. I should be concerned, but it's going to be three guys, me included, laugh out loud. Lewis already knows I'm off limits, so we'll have to entertain the others. Okay. Well, are they good looking, the others? I'm getting more and more flexible as I get older. Maybe guys, that's not quite, don't quite have the desire as much as I had with the ladies, and I think I'm getting wilder as I get older. If you're interested in me, a lot of people don't like this quality in me. If you like Lewis Schaffer, come and give me a kiss and a hug. Why not? Even the guys too. Just say, "Oh my God, I love you so," and whatever. I'm not saying you're going to do that. But it's nice. It's nice. I'm super friendly. I'm super friendly. He might enjoy that anyway. Just three guys. Yeah. I've become more. I'm become more and more of a misogynist as I've gotten older. And I told you, yes, I think I mentioned it, that I saw a video in Afghanistan or Iraq or something, a bunch of, or anywhere with, the Middle East, wherever, where they're just a bunch of guys sitting around a pool table, just like 20 guys sitting around a pool table. And they were having a good time. Am I still allowed to visit on the 9th of February? Or it might be the 10th of February. Yeah. MC Scott, you're allowed to. You're allowed to. Mark the Rosian says, would it kill anyone to give Lewis a hug, a kiss and a hug? Would it kill you? I'm looking at you. Would it kill you? I want you to like me so much. And I have these incidences like the earlier show. I don't think people were quite as happy because I was talking about some stuff that they were. I'm not going to discuss it. That will depend on whether he's brushed his teeth. I don't brush my teeth. I don't brush my teeth. Because you don't need to brush your teeth if you're on a low-carb diet, and I have to be reminded to be on a low-carb diet. And when your blood sugar level is low, you do not get tooth decay, Joodles, smarty pants. Joodles is a smarty pants. Yes, 10th of February for your show, 9th of February for a visit to your house was my original plan. Don't come here. Don't come here. You don't want to see how Lewis Schaffer lives, and you'll have to have sex with me. It'll be disgusting. It'll be disgusting. It'll be awkward and disgusting. You say, I thought he was kidding. I thought Lewis Schaffer was kidding. I'm too pervy. Anyway, what are we talking about here? Let's get back on track. Yeah, okay. So Gnome says, Jed, sir, I'm more than happy to give Lewis a chance to feel young. LMAO. Well, when I'm with you, because you're so young, I'd feel old. That's the problem. My mother used to say, if you want to feel young, hang out with older people. That's what she would say. If you want to feel warm in the wintertime, go to the North Pole or another super cold country. And then when you come back to London, you go, oh my God, this place is so mild. That's what my mother would say. You don't have to brush your teeth after custard donuts. Yes, you do. You don't. You don't. But if you keep on eating custard donuts, and even brushing your teeth, I'm not sure that actually works with tooth decay. It might be bad. It can cause more germs to be released in blood. It's not, brushing your teeth might be bad for anybody, even people on a high carb diet. Because you think, oh, it's going to remove the plaque, which is the same kind of plaque that's in your heart. So when you eat Oreos, do you brush your teeth, Leanne? Sometimes I do, but I don't, because it's not about what's on your teeth. Your mouth has so much, I don't know what the fluid is. It kills the germs. Your saliva. So it's probably bad to brush your teeth to kill the saliva and the benefits the saliva has. I'm not 100% sure about this. Maybe we should find out about this. Who wants to do a little research? Why should it be me? I'm sitting here talking, brushing teeth. I'm writing it down. Not that I'll ever look at it ever again. I won't. The 10th, Lewis. May I ask you why you don't like the wonder Josh Howie? First of all, who are you? Tell us what your name is. I don't want to, I've discussed it before. What's past is past. What past is past. What's past is past. Okay? What's past is past. Because his fans are annoying, Mark the Rosian says. Could be. We don't even know if he's a fan. Why would you even set up an account that says this is his account, Josh Howie fan? Why would he even set up this account? We'll stick to the 10th. We'll all come down on the 10th. And it'll be very awkward. All the women will be crying. I thought you loved only me. I thought you loved only me. Did I tell you that I loved only you? No, but I thought you loved only me. My name is Maria, and I love Josh Howie, just like everyone loves Josh Howie. Maria, where are you from, Maria? How old are you? Do you find me attractive? Vot and I, this is Gnome Hunters talking to Vot and I. And yet, Gnome Hunter is quite young. But no, mosquitoes land on him to drink blood, and they die in the process because it's so toxic or carb free. Laugh out loud. You talking about me? I mean, they don't. I don't get bitten as much as I used to. I mean, this week it's hard for me to talk because I've been such a liar this week, and not a liar because I write down every carb that I eat, as little as 10 or 15 calories. Every carb that I eat, number one, and number two, way more than I've done like in years. Way more. Lewis Joodles comes in and says, dear God, how have you not been scammed for everything you own already? Because they see it's too much trouble, maybe. Why would I be scammed? Because I'm open. I'm open to falling in love, to being with people, to go visiting people, and to flirting with people. Why? What do you mean? How am I scammable? He doesn't have much to begin with. Yeah, that's also the thing. I don't have much to begin with. I thought Josh was okay, and that he was strangely hostile to Lewis on headliners. Yeah, yeah, strangely hostile to Lewis. I mean, maybe it was my own fault because I don't want to even discuss it. It's like it's past is past. You're 29 years old. You live in London, so young. I have a question. Do you do you love long hair, Josh, or shaved head, Josh? Um, um, I'm now new school. Old school would have said shave, but the shaving thing's been going on for a while, and it has like negative connotations in my mind. I don't know. What do you say, 29-year-old Maria? Exactly what I was thinking, Joodles. Headless John. Let's be nice. Let's be nice. Let's be nice. There was a bit of hostility there. I mean, it was. I tell you what it was. I tell you what it was. I'll tell you what it was. Josh. I'm not going to say what it was. I'm not going to say what it was. Who knows? Maybe in the future we'll work together. Maybe he'll apologize to me. I'll apologize to him for getting all upset. I got really upset. I just because people didn't like me on the show, and they had been liking me so much. And when I was on with Josh, people, I don't know what it was. People didn't like me. Didn't like me. That Leanne's laughing at that. Sir WC, go on, say what it was. I've said what it was. I don't want to say what it was. But people didn't like it when Josh was hosting the show. And maybe it was because it's a dangerous time for Israel and the Jews. Maybe I was a Jew. Maybe he was upset at me for other reasons, Sir WC. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? I'd like to hear it's not that important to me. The important to me thing is this is I mean, I'm not on GB News right now. Who knows why I'm not on GB News? I'm not blaming anybody. We could read it in your autobiography, Mark DeRosian. Yeah, maybe. Maybe this would be a very interesting autobiography for the 20 people who watch Fridge Side Chat. Josh wanted the show to be more scripted and constrained. It would have been better to let it flow organically, Vatanai. That could be one thing too. I'm afraid to say what I want to say. I think he thought that he did not think I was funny. He thought, and he was telling people that I wasn't. I mean, there's a way to. He didn't like me. I'm honestly going to say that he did not like me, and so if you like me, I'll have sex with you. But if you don't like me, I'm not going to like you. That's what I think, male or female. He wanted to show whatever he was. Josh wanted. Okay, that's what Vatanai says. John Miller's here. Could you take him in a fight? Probably not, because I'm a coward, and I'm a coward. So the answer is no. I could not take him in a fight. He's also 20 years younger than I am. And he's angry. He's way more angry. I am an angry guy, but I'm not super. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If you quoted all of this stuff, you could say, Gnome Hunter isn't a Joe too. Why would he be hostile because of that? I don't watch the show or know him, so don't judge me. Laugh out loud. It's not because he's a. It's not because he's a Jew that he's hostile. He's got other things that cause hostility. Will you say sorry to Josh? How could anyone not love Josh? I don't believe that you are a woman, number one, and I don't believe that you know who Josh Howie is. I think Kermit isn't here, so I can't check your pedofides. What is the right word? Your bona fides? I don't know. I don't know. You can't put a script or contain a genius comedian. Thank you, Mark the Rosian. People have said that about me. And lots of people don't like what I do either because it's so chaotic. I wish it were planned. I wish it were totally scripted. I wish I came here with joke after joke like real comedians. I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people, but some people who see what I do, they really like it. They like the chaos. Some people, a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. I'm at an age now where I care a little bit, but not as much as I used to care. Not as much. You dream of playing pool with men in Afghanistan, Lucy Van Pelt. You want to know something? They just seemed like nice. I mean, they're not nice guys. They're horrible people. I know, not just whatever. Yes, I mean, they just seemed like you're in a room just with guys, and you don't have a woman not loving you. You don't have to be on your best behavior. You're just guys. Women have invaded all of the male spaces. Josh is getting his own show on GB News, and Gosh is celebrating, and everyone at GB News is celebrating for Josh. That's good. He's getting his own show. Well, what's happening to the show that he was on? Didn't he have his own show? Didn't he have his own show? Didn't we have Free Speech Nation? I found you very amusing on Headliners. Thank you very much, MC Scott. I mean, really, it's just, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Comedy is one of those things. And the thing about comedy and why I used to love to work with Andrew and all the other guys is they acted like I was funny. They acted like I was funny. And people thought I was funny. It's a great big act. Please welcome to the stage, Lewis Schaffer. And that's what comedy is. Okay? Del Boy Trotter is here, so we're really building up the numbers. Thanks for coming in, Del Boy. Hi, what are your thoughts on the NHS beginning trials of puberty blockers for the under 16s in January, despite the fact that we know puberty blockers don't cause puberty, but what is the but? What is the but? We can talk about that. Didn't we talk about that the other day? I think what they're doing is goes against the British people. They know they're going to be doing it to a lot of a lot of English and British, Scottish, Welsh people. They're not going to be doing it to the billions and millions of Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, Algerians, whoever's coming into this country, Somalians. They're not doing it. So it's really evil. It's absolutely evil. The NHS is the second worst thing about this country. They do some good things, and I should compliment them. I should compliment the NHS. I've been to the NHS many times. I've seen many doctors. Most of them mean well, but they've been taught a bunch of lies, and they've got huge pressure on them. We can talk about this more later. Rumor has it that Josh will be on GB News every day so we can have our daily dose of Josh. Okay, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Sir WC. I loved it when you gave Andrew a present. It was hilarious. I loved it too. I mean, I love Andrew. He's so smart, and he's such a decent guy, or tries to be a decent guy. He never doesn't get angry. He's good. Andrew is good. Martin, you don't know Martin. Martin Gorley, who was the producer. He was just fantastic. And then they left, and the thing went, boom. It went downhill. Josh Howie fans needs puberty blockers fast. Or maybe they've been taking puberty blockers, what deny. That's a case could be made. Josh Howie fan In a sentence, could you convert me to becoming a Josh Howie fan? I have no prior knowledge of the man, so I'm a blank canvas. I'd like to hear this too. Tell us why. He supports Israel, and I support Israel. And I support Israel. Totally, totally. Fab hearing your voice before sleep, Lewis. Hello, beautiful Leanne. Hello, beautiful Leanne. Big hugs to Leanne. I miss you already. Okay, well we'll see each other. I'm here. I'm here. I hope things are good for you. I hope they're getting even better. Leanne. NHS has more Muslim prayer wards. The NHS has more Muslim prayer rooms than wards. You know, you can't blame. I mean, that trucker from Reno. Hey, how are you? Another person coming in. It's not about that because even with not a single Muslim in the world, the NHS would still be horrible. I shouldn't even say that. I shouldn't say that. They do a lot of good things, but they do a lot of bad things, and they basically suck away British people's money, and they don't anyway. Josh loves and supports every Jew except Lewis Schaffer, says the Jedster. Who knows what he thinks? I think he's probably upset. I don't know. Hi, Lewis, my lovely. This is girl from Mars. Sorry I was so sad earlier. Sometimes it's just too much. Yes, I apologize too. I always think of illnesses that just affect old people, but they affect young people too and children. So it I apologize to you, girl from Mars. I hope to make it up to you in some way. Absolutely not your fault. It wasn't. Were you going to blame me, Joodles? Maybe you can blame me. I'll take the blame for anything. I'll take the blame why I'm not on GB News. I don't blame other people for this. You know, Bot and I wants Girl from Mars to be okay. So, I mean, the reason I'm discussing it is because I believe that we need to be mostly open about things. I'm more open than most, but I'm not completely open. And I'm trying to be as open as possible. So we can discuss that later, basically. I mean, I am against I am a I don't know if anybody here is going to say something nice about Josh. Oh, maybe they will. I mean, I'd like to say something nice about Josh. He really cares about certain things. He really cares about certain things, and he actually tries to be quite funny. It was me, Lewis, not you at all. I get emotional. I know, but I mean, I should have been more sensitive to it in initially discussing it. Okay, I appreciate that. Don't worry, girl. I'm not telling you. I'm telling you, don't worry. I'm saying we all, we all. I mean, what is that? What is that saying? What I do? Sometimes we're bulls in china shops, and that's what I am. I'm a bull in a china shop. I'm in the china shop, and then I realize, wait a second, I'm in a china shop. I shouldn't be acting this way, but stuff is broken. Sometimes letting steam off is necessary. People do it in different ways. Yes, either way, for from Mars to let off if she's feeling something. I thought that Josh presented Free Speech Nation and that Patrick Christie was from Monday through Friday on Alexander Armstrong on weekends. I'm a regular viewer, but I miss. What do you miss, Del Boy Trotter? I miss headliners. I miss Lewis Schaffer, and I miss Mark Dolan. I miss Mark Dolan too. I miss a lot of the people, but there's always going to be change, and GB News is under tremendous pressure. It's probably under big pressure now. They're trying to. I mean, fortunately, more and more people are watching it, as that's the impression that I'm getting, and so that's Del Boy. So I don't know. I don't know what the new show is going to be. Maybe we should Google it. I'll Google it. How about I Google it? I'll come over here. I'll come over here and I'll Google. I'll Google new. Whoops. I'll Google new show Josh Howie. There is no new show currently announced, but he is known for satirical shows. The MASH Report is known for being part of the MASH past work on no recent announcements. No recent announcement. Let's see what it says on here. Um, I'm going to have to redo my Wikipedia page. If you want to add something, you can. Um, yeah. Yeah, what are we talking about? Let's go up here. Everybody, can you do me a favor? Can you like the page and subscribe if you haven't? Maybe Josh Howie fan would like to subscribe. Maybe who else is here that could subscribe? That's brand new. That's brand new. Is there anybody else brand new? I can't tell how this thing. Sir WC, would you like to press the like button and subscribe so you get notification of this? Because we have 1.1 number. We're up almost up to 1,200. Lewis Schaffer is a huge star. That's not true. I don't have 1,200,000. That's how much I have. I've got 1,200,000. So that would be good if you could like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Let's get back on track here. Josh Howie fan, if you only could oblige my respect from earlier. If you give me some, Gnome said, if you give some sources to quote so I don't get banned, I'd be more than happy to tinker with your page. I don't know. I don't know what so it should all be there, but slowly it gets taken off. I mean, I think now it's been like this is not very. When I first listed this thing so many years ago, they said this is not verified. It needs to be confirmed. This is a stub or whatever they say. He is intelligent and funny. He is good looking and sexy. He has a great body. He is kind. He is amazing. That doesn't sound believable. Josh Howie fan, does that sound believable, Gnome Hunter? I don't know what you can write, Gnome Hunter. That's what I maybe say. Mark the Rosian, are you describing me? Yes, probably, yeah. You're half Armenian, and Joodles loves you. Can we? It said there's no new show, so that you could be a troll. We have so few trolls in this group. Do you guys know that, people? We're so lucky. We have so few trolls. So if Josh Howie fan is a troll, which I think she is, named Maria, 29 years old, okay, then it's good. It's keeping alive. I'm off. Where are you going? Where are you going, Lucy? Where are you going? Unfortunately, Wikipedia is very odd when it comes to sourcing info. It doesn't help that we are right wing. That is exactly true, Gnome Hunter. It does not help. It doesn't help. It's a bit. I mean, the way they've set up the site is not the right way, as I would say. The right way is the way of the Torah, which is to have different alternate views of the situation. My name is Maria Horowitz, but I'm not Jewish. Where do you live? Are you from London? Okay. It's nice to be part of this group. Everyone is nice and kind to each other. Yeah, that is really true. People are very nice and kind. That's the only person who's not nice and kind is me. Is me talking about things that bother people. So it is. Wikipedia. The best way to do Wikipedia would be the way the Talmud, which is the great writings about the Bible or Jewish law, which is there's a main category for the dominant belief system. Then there's the alternate view. It would be like you'd have, I mean, whatever the dominant view is. Let's say the dominant view would be the left-wing view. Then you'd have the right-wing view. And then underneath is the crazy view, is like out of left field view. That's what I would like to write. Say, yeah, I know you're thinking this way, but here's another way. Here is another way. I'm not nice to people who are trying to annoy Lewis. And what I'm saying is there are very few people, Vant and I, who are who try to do that, generally speaking. Let's knock wood and hope that continues. Hi, guys. I'm back from the jungle. I'm a celebrity. I'm a celeb. I'm not a troll just yet. Okay, don't be a troll. I was just saying how there are very few trolls. Hi, guys. Oh, you repeated that, or maybe where did that come from? Okay, you jumped the thing there. There was like 613 commandments in the Torah. Not commandments. They're not commandments like God said, or 607. Yeah, that's right. I think I haven't bothered to read into Judaism. Yeah, there's lots of different rules, and each one of them and everything has a comment. What does God mean by that? What does God mean? And some people say it means this, and some people says it means that. It's over time it can possibly change. This is the most precious. Lewis is a most precious jewel. Vantanai says he requires gentle handling. Thank you, thank you, Vantanai, and thank you, girl from Mars. Thank you. I'm trying. I do need a lot of respect, but I also need to control myself in order to deserve that. But I do appreciate you saying that. Have you heard that Peter Kay is back, Del Boy Trotter? And there's bizarre rumors about whether it is actually him. I love good conspiracy. I honestly think he is just a cut. He's just cut unnecessary rubbish out of his diet, and he looks his age. I think he looks all right for 52 years old. Well, we just you missed the earlier show, Del Boy, but we had a long discussion about this, which moved into maybe he had cancer. I'm not saying he did. I'm not spreading a rumor, but maybe he did, or maybe he took Ozempic. I don't think he looks. I mean, he looks okay. He doesn't look. He looks old for 52. His eyes. I don't know. Do you think Peter Kay looks okay for 52? Perhaps the gentle handling is more akin to that of misbehaving child. Laugh out loud. I'm only joking, but you are a real one for these shows. Well, I'm trying to be as real as possible. Sometimes I'm not super real. Sometimes I'm in a mood. But I'm trying to be as real as possible. I mean, I don't reveal every last bit of information that I have, but I reveal a lot, and I try to be as in the room as possible, Noam. So I do appreciate that. Josh will have some amazing guests on his show. Soon there'll be Josh Altman. There will be a Big Brother winner who was a bus driver who helped a pregnant woman. Who is Josh Altman? Did you make up that name? Who is Josh Altman? Who is Josh Altman? Who is he? Who is Josh Altman? We're looking. Let's go over here so you can read this thing. Here's window capture. Okay, what do you say? Josh Altman is an American luxury real estate agent, investor, and TV personality, best known for his role on Bravo reality show $1 Million Listing, Los Angeles. He's one of the top real estate agents. He's been on television, personal life. He's married to Heather Altman, who he met on the show, and they have 2 children. He attended Syracuse University. He founded Altman Brothers, a real estate company, with his brother. I think were you making a joke? Were you making a joke about Josh Altman? I think people look older when they have been overweight for so long and then they lose it. Yes, that is true. That happened to me. I looked really bad. My face fell apart. That's why when I recommend dieting tips, I recommend cut out the carbs and increase your animal protein because you need fat. You need your animal fat, basically. And that'll keep your face from falling. My face is getting tighter, tighter, and tighter. Peter K. looks like he's been through the mill, but fair play to man losing weight. It had to be done. Yeah, it had to be done. It had to be done. William Walker is here. William, have you subscribed to the channel? Have you pressed the like button? Everybody press the like button. His eyes look sunken, as you said earlier, Lewis, very yellow. Yes, he did not look healthy. I don't think he did. He looked healthier being a fat guy, but most fat people generally look healthy because their skin is pushed out. Pushed out. Sorry, John Altman. Who is John Altman? Okay, let's look for John Altman. I'm doing this thing here. Let's see what John Altman. Window capture. Let's see who John Altman is. English actor and singer, famous for playing Nick Cotton on EastEnders, and a British composer, and arranger, and orchestrator who has worked on major films like Titanic and No Time to Die. So there are two John Altmans. Which John Altman do you think is going to be on there? One is older and one is younger. That's why people should have weird and interesting names, because there are people who have the exact same names as them. Okay. Sorry, I have Josh Altman on the brain. Which John Altman do you mean? Hi, Joodles. I'll stay unless the C word is raised yet again. Laugh out loud. Okay, well, we weren't planning on talking about that today. We'll talk about that every other day. We don't have to talk about it. We talk about every other show, maybe tomorrow's show. We'll talk about it. So which John Altman are you talking about? The actor, okay. Like as a talk show thing. Well, he knows a lot of famous people. Eyes yellow, liver disease. His eyes didn't seem yellow. His eyes, it just seemed sunken. He didn't have, what is the liver disease called? I forget what it's called. In regards to weight, Gnome Hunter says, I sometimes like Theodorus Pangalos. Look him up, seriously, massive. Can make it to 84. I'll take my chances. Is he super fat? Let's see what he looks like. Okay. Gnome Hunter, we will look him up. Okay, let's go over here to window capture. Let's go here to here. We'll find out who is this guy. Who is this guy? Whoops. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. He's Albanian. Oh, he's proper fat. He's American fat. He's a Greek politician and leading member of the Pan-Hellenic Socialist Movement, PASOK. And he served as the Deputy Prime Minister of Greece. Look at how fat he is. My father was that fat. That's what my father looked like, with a bit more hair. A bit more hair. Oh, he died at 84. He died at 84. So that's him. What did he die of? Early life. Let's see what he died of. He died, his remains were cremated. We all ate together. He's talking about the Greek thing. And then he died, 84. Yeah, well, that's a long life. But it's not, being thin is not just about living long. It's about being healthy when you're living. It's like not having any worries. It's like being sexually attractive to the many thousands and millions of people who love Lewis Schaffer. That's what it's all about. It's about doing the best you can. So that's who that guy is. Have you heard of Streamlabs, Lewis? People donate £5 or more where you react to a video as a response, but you have to be careful. So many videos create copyright, and some. I'm on Streamlabs. I don't know, what do you mean by Streamlabs? I'm on Ko-fi. If you want to make a contribution to keep this stream going, it's appreciated. But that's the ko-fi.com/. patreon.com/Lewis Schaffer, Lewis, or you can find me on Twitter. Here's my Twitter thing. Lewis Schaffer on Twitter, LewissChaffer. People may send links to corn videos, which you can get banned. I'll have to figure that out. Marianne is here. Like and subscribe. She's always helpful. He was very big, and every political cartoon depicted him blowing up due to eating so much. Yeah, like in like that thing, yeah. Eating so much. They say during cabinet meetings he ate as if they were having a banquet. Can I just say this? That's what I used to eat like that, but I used to run around, and then I got fat. I gained about 60 pounds overweight, and now I've lost the weight. Food is very addictive. I'm going to tell you something. What I know is that I don't get mad at people for being fat. It's very addictive. I don't get mad at people for being drug addicts or alcoholics. Okay? I don't get mad at it. This all stuff is very, very Moorish. I think you're making this stuff up, Ms. Fan. Can we? Okay. All right. I know we're not paying that much attention to you. I'm sorry, Josh Howie fan. I don't believe you're really a Josh Howie fan, but I do appreciate you saying this to me. I don't know how. Let me see how I can find out who you are. Does anybody know how to do this thing? Go to channel. This channel has no content. Subscribe. But more about this channel. It was founded on September 12th. It has 133 views on 2022. It's 3 years old, Josh Howie fan. It's 3 years old. So I don't know how I could. So it wasn't founded today. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so there we go. I attach an image to the Discord if you want to have a chuckle, laugh out loud. Should I can't. I'll look on my phone. No. What was I looking for on the Discord? Let me see if I can find it easily. Are you fat, Josh Howie fan? Josh has lost a lot of weight, too. He did a really good job. Oh, there he is, his stomach sticking out. More akin to a weather balloon. Yeah, but he's dead, Gnome Hunter. It's tragic. It's tragic. It used to be only Americans had that. Like my dad was so fat. Only Americans were that fat. And now people around the world are that fat. You know what it is? It's carbs, and it's so much food. There's reasons and ways to get fat all over the world. All over the world. Basically. It's that way. It's that way. Here we go. Let's see. We are talking about dead people. Okay. I didn't mention that he was dead. I just mentioned he was fat, and then he died at 84, which isn't young. So congratulations to him for living a long life. But don't be fat. He was in his 80s. William Wallace, yes, in his 80s. What did you find today? What do you mean? I found. I have to look at. I just got a message from Helen, from somebody at the Guardian, because it was a message from 2021 when I followed them. Oh, that's different. That's not what I was looking for. That's a message to my Nunhead Radio thing. I'm just gonna. Where did you go? Where did you go? Okay. Um. I mean, what do you mean by that question? What did you find today? I don't know. I found today that certain subjects really bother people, and I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why. You could talk about lots of things that have similar results to what we were discussing before without me mentioning the name, and it doesn't upset people. Hiya, Joe, says Girl from Mars. He's a wee bit grumpy, laugh out loud. Is that me? Am I grumpy? Am I grumpy? Maybe I am a bit grumpy. I mean, I'm trying. I don't. Do I sound grumpy? I think I'm trying to be more relaxed for our late night Saturday show. Basically, I don't know. Geez, I meant on the friggin' street. Who will be watching? Who? Josh Howie fan. I'm going to say this to you. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to ask you to stop talking about Josh Howie unless you come clean about who you are. Are you somebody we know? You're somebody we know. So tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. I'm not going to block you. I might block you, but I don't want to block you. If you were really a Josh Howie fan, if it was really true that he's doing a show, we'd love to hear from you. Vat and I pick a camp. What are you saying? Especially, okay. I came back after leaving earlier. Yeah, we haven't discussed it. We haven't discussed anything like that. What did you find on the street? Oh. I mean, like me picking up stuff. What did I find on the street? I actually barely left. Did I leave the house today? Yeah, I left the house today. Yes, I left the house. Did I find something on the street? No. Yes. No. I didn't find anything on the street. I sold something on Vinted. We're negotiating over the price, or he's negotiating with me. I'm not negotiating. It's so dirt cheap. £4 for a T-shirt that says David Letterman on it. Come on. Have you been on this stream before? And be honest, because when Kermit comes back, he's going to be able to find out this information. He's got a wide-ranging mouse that can find out anything about somebody. Okay, I didn't understand what you meant, Girl from Mars. I did not understand. What did I find on the street today? What did I find on the street? I didn't find. Now I feel like I should have something at my disposal. Hold on. Well, I found the last thing I found was that. Oh no, I bought it. I bought that. I paid £1 for How to Stop Smoking by Alan Carr. I had a car, and I have to read it every single day in order to be strong. I've had about 70 grams of carbs today, and that's not good. £4. You found that on the street selling it. No, I didn't know. It was given to me by my friend who was on the Letterman show. It was given to me. So it's an authentic David Letterman T-shirt. You know, if you're into David Letterman, £4. I'll ship it to you. You give me your address and I'll hunt it down and make love to you. The Okarana is here. Who is the Okarana? Okay, Josh Howie fan, I'm going to do this. I'm going to say goodbye to you for this stream. We got 30 minutes left. Book is free on the tube. Listen and sleep. Well, who is Okrana? Who is Okrana? Who is Okrana? Everybody, can you do me a favor? Can you press the? Can you just stop what you're doing and press the like button? That's all. Press the like button. What I wanted to do was we're gonna say goodbye. Everybody say goodbye to Josh Howie, and we'll see you later, Josh Howie. Josh Howie fan. Okay? What's going on here? Okay, pin. Okay. So say goodbye. He will come back probably as somebody else. Somebody else. I tend to believe everybody. That's my situation. Um, Let me get back on track. I was making a joke that Kermit is akin to a secret police service since he has files on all of us, laugh out loud. Supposedly, anyway. Yes, he does. I don't know if he has got files, but he's got access to everything, which is good. I'm sitting here. I don't know who these people are. It's nice to, who's not these people, but somebody new. They could be, we're letting somebody in, and we've got a very nice group of people here. I mean, I don't think you're nice, but the rest of you people think you're all nice. So he's gone. I say goodbye to Josh. Yep, I need to quit Capstan full strength. You're never alone with a strand. What is Capstan full strength? What are those things? What are those things? Kerms. Intelligence knows no bounds, especially operator is Kerms. Yeah, he's good. William Wallace. Okay, Kerms, who am I? Who am I? Let's all be honest with each other. I'd like to know more. I'd like to know what you look like, where you live. I'd like to know everything a little bit. It'd make it a bit easier for me, or maybe it won't make it easier for me. You don't want me to fall in love with you, basically. Rejoice, rejoice, they have gone. The wicked witch. The wicked witches. Hey ho, da 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 da. Cigarettes is Capstan cigarettes. I never heard of that before. Remember when people used to smoke cigarettes? They don't anymore. They don't anymore. Now they're going to make it illegal. What's his name said? He said the vices that the rich grow tired of. No, the habits the rich grow tired of, they call vices. And that's one of those things is cigarettes. Well, obviously, you're William Wallace. Who's next? William Wallace. You're from Scotland. And you were a leader of the Scottish people, William Wallace. I think that's who William Wallace was. I saw a film about vintage cigarettes and saw the Strand ad on it. I mean, I did my senior thesis on the change in American advertising from 1927 to 1935. And I looked at old ads and I just spoke about them and I tried to add a little something interesting. That's not true. I just tried to write words. I mean, I feel bad that somebody had to read my paper. It wasn't even a paper. I mean, it was an early failure for me. An early failure at Bard College, Annandale-on-Hudson, New York, New York. New York, New York. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it all means. I don't know. So I'll tell you what I find Marlboro country. We're going to talk about cigarettes. Um, um, oh, Gnome says it must have been interesting flipping through those primary sources. It must have been painstakingly part of it's the most painstakingly part of the essay. No, I just looked at old magazines in the museum. There was no internet back then. I had to go up to the library, the New York State Library in Albany, from my college. It's hardly a university, but a college. And I wouldn't mention all the different names. Vontenai calls them Craven A. Camel cigarettes, says MC Scott. Marlboro cigarettes. I find it very interesting to look at the ads of the cigarettes Marlboro cigarettes. They used to be like a cigarette for women, and then they become all manly in America. I don't know what happened in the rest of the world. I've had a few YouTube accounts. The channel says not much from Yorkshire. I'm just fighting the people's fight. I live off the grid at the moment. I can't say much more on YouTube. Okay. You're living off the grid. How do you get your electricity then? But that's, I think, maybe what we'll all have to do. We'll all have to go into the woods. We'll have to live on islands, in marshes, in lakes, with bridges, secret entrances to protect ourselves. But William Wallace, well done, says Vatanai, and Lewis Schaffer says, well done too. Well done. Well done. Well done. MC Scott says, also, good for you, William Wallace. And good for you being open and honest, William Wallace. I thought that was really hard to do in the UK, regardless. Nice to hear. True freedom is out there. I'm not so sure that's true freedom. It's a small country. It's a small island. Wolfie Smith. Is that the name of what is that, the name of a cigarette? My water from a borehole. Is that true? Okay, that I guess that's from a well. A borehole is a well. Isn't a borehole a well? Would you call it a well? Would you call a borehole a well? What would you call a borehole? I think it's a well. Bore. Oh. A borehole is a narrow shaft drilled into the ground for purposes such as attractive. A borehole, so is a narrow shaft. A borehole may be constructed for many different purposes. So it might not necessarily be a well, a water borehole. When is a borehole not a well? When is a well not a borehole? Ted K did it. Right, Ted Kaczynski. I don't know if we're allowed to mention his name. And he was truly free for some years. Well, free from the world. Maybe not from his head. Yeah. Lewis Citizen Smith. Comedy series. Is that a real comedy series? Was it named after me? We're never free until the truth sets us free. Is it hearing the truth, or is it us knowing the truth? Or is it us saying the truth? William Wallace. Yeah, he was a poor. Well, it was interesting before you realized he just took it too far. I mean, that's the thing with a joke. Sometimes some jokes should be taken far, and some jokes, what can you do? Vatanai took the joke too far. I agree with you. He stayed on a little bit too long. Occasional gamer, Lewis. You put Kermit in a timeout, you madman. No, I did not put Kermit in a timeout. Did I put Kermit in I didn't put him in a timeout. Or was that Kermit? No one likes the real truth. You can't handle the truth, William Wallace says. The occasional gamer. Good to see you, occasional gamer. Go. I don't know if I did. It's me. Oh, are you Kermit? How did I put you? Oh, because you came on as Josh Howie's fan. You've been drinking or smoking or something. So this is a new thing. You joined 5 years ago, but you don't use this account. So you've got a couple of different accounts. Well, you should have told me it was you. You should have told me it was you. I say your messages disappeared and thought about that. I chose to doubt myself. Turns out I was right. What does that mean? The messages disappear. Girl from Mars, very few can live that way. Very many wish to live. Pleased to hear of anyone who can. Yeah. We all want to go. We want to walk out the door and never come back. But we don't do that. Occasional gamer. Okay, Kermit, is it you? All right. Well, you took it a bit too far. But did I handle it in a nice way? It's possible to live off the grid and have electricity via solar power, charging a battery via riding a bicycle, and through heating water, and through heating water as apparently hot water can change certain types of batteries, can charge certain types of batteries. A generator that you fill with petrol can also generate the electricity. Yeah. Okay, there's lots of different ways. What WTF, you timed me out. I timed out Josh Howie. What does that mean? Occasional gamer. So why don't you come in as Kermit here? Girl from Mars, trickster. Who's a trick? I was not Josh Howie. You weren't. Well, how did I block you? I didn't block you. I don't think I did block you. How could I find that out? How could I find out what's happened? I'm a bit confused right now. Oh my God, Lewis, you binned Kermit. He wasn't Josh Howie. Well, where is Josh Howie then? I binned Josh Howie for 30 hours. I binned him. Joodles, I don't know what I did there. What did I do there? What did I do there? You have no listings. Josh Howie fans, deleted by Hi-Ho Kermit. View deleted message. I didn't see you. Did you bin him? What's going on here? I am now confused. I'm now confused. A bit like a dictator when he starts becoming senile. Me, yeah, a little bit. I am a bit dangerous. I don't know what's going on. I was not Josh Howie, but it says that Kermit binned maintaining an independent life for yourself is going to get harder. Says Vatline once is going to get harder. Once the digital currency is up and running, game over. The EU is accelerating CBDC and surveillance. It'll actually get easier. And I'm going to tell you why it's going to get easier. It's going to get easier because we're not going to have a civilization in 20 years. Do you think the mass immigration people are going to be able to keep Britain together in the way it's been kept? No, it's going to be totally incompetent. So I'm not worried about that, but I'm worried about a million other. You timed out Josh Howie. You timed me out. When did I time you out? I took the name Josh Howie and you did bin Josh. Did I bin both of you? Is that what you're saying? Joodles, don't confuse me, please. Got gas in a massive bottle. 1 year cost less than a month when I lived in a town. 1 year, right? So it's 1/12 the price. Done my affidavits. I'm left alone now. What does that mean, affidavits? I don't know. What does that mean? I know Kermit, the occasional gamer, but I'm so confused also. She's confused. We're both confused. Let's see what happens here. So Gnome Hunter says, Lewis, in trying to bin Joshy, you binned Kermit by accident. How does that happen? Because, this is what Gnome says, because the chat moved upwards. Kermit then binned Howie, and he is now trying to wake you up. You misclicked is all. Okay. So is there any way that I can bring you back, occasional gamer Kermit? What's going on is you clicked the wrong person. Okay, I clicked the wrong person. I didn't think I did, but okay. Josh continued to speak after you said goodbye to them, so I timed him out and then couldn't speak as you had timed me out instead. Oh, I see what happens. Okay, that's understandable. Okay, I understand that. So what should I do with you? Can I untime you out? I'm very worried about the next 20 years. I'm worried about the next 100 years. Or even more. Look, Spain was taken over by the Arab horde, the Muslims, and that lasted from 700 to 700 years or something, or 400 years, some really long time. I'm very worried about the next 20 years. I don't play the game of citizen. Okay. Well, that's brilliant. Maybe we should be sending you some money. I genuinely think you're dyslexic. I am too. Not a biggie. I'm not dyslexic. My eyes are not as good as they used to be. Maybe that's what it is. And I need a certain type of glasses. These glasses, they're for reading up close, and the screen is about a foot away from about an arm's length away from my hand. So maybe I need a better. This is why I am here. Okay. You want to see somebody's life pass before them. So what do I do now, Kermit? How do I where do I Okay, he was deleted, right? And let me see. Let me catch up to this thing. Let me catch up. I don't see the big blue mark of Hi-Ho Kermit. But thank you very much, Kermit, for coming back and to saying, "What did you do, Lewis?" I don't see any blue box that says Kermit, or it did say Kermit. One said Kermit. I don't see that. I need a certain kind of glasses, perhaps ones that relate to your eyes rather than some you found in the street. No, I found this. These are all found. I didn't buy any of these. These were found. I'm not going to say where they were found. Not where they were found, because it might be considered illegal. Have you heard that Dame Judi Dench has an illness? Yes, I saw that. Del Boy Trotter. I saw that. It will be up from where I timed Josh out, because you just did that. Can I say this? I looked for that. I don't know where that is, where I timed him out. So I don't. Because it's deleted all of his messages. I don't know. Yes, I saw Judi Dench. She looks like she's going senile or something. Look, that's gonna happen to me. It's so embarrassing. Let's see what it says about Judi Dench, because that I find interesting to me. Do you find it interesting to you? I think it's really, really interesting. What's happened to Judi Dench? What has happened to Judi Dench? Has been dealing with age-related macular degeneration for many years, a condition that has severely impacted her vision, making it difficult for her to read and recognize people. Yeah. What causes macular degeneration, everybody? Anybody know? Anybody know what Lewis Schaffer's answer is going to be? Do you know what I'm going to say? As a result, she can no longer leave home alone and has to adapt her acting career by learning lines through repetition with the help of others. Although she continues to act and has no plans to retire. Okay, she's gone a bit blind. That's really, I can't even see, she suggests. Well, do you remember who else had damage to themselves and had to act in different ways? What was his name? The English actor from the 1950s who was in Bridge on the River Kwai. What's his name? Let me find out his name. Is it Bridge on the River Kwai? Bridge on the River Kwai, 1957. Hawkins, could that be? That's who it is. Let's see. That's who it is. That's who I'm going to say who it is. Peter Boole, Jack Hawkins. He got lung cancer and had surgery and couldn't talk. How much of a tragedy is that? Did you know about this guy, Jack Hawkins? He was a brilliant actor. And then we're trying to remember this. Um, it said he undergone cobalt treatment. He had to undergo cobalt treatment in 1959, what was described as a secondary condition. He was experiencing voice problems. Unbeknownst to the public, he had undergone cobalt treatment in 1959 for what was then described as a secondary condition of the larynx, which was probably became worried that his voice and was concerned he would lose it. This caused him to take almost any work that was available. I had to be realistic and take as much money as I could while the going was good. He played General Cornwallis in Lafayette. He appeared as with Shirley MacLaine and Lawrence Harvey in Two Loves, supported Rosalind Russell in Five Finger Exercises. When did he die? He was another big hit. Lawrence of Arabia. In 1965, he was diagnosed with throat. His entire larynx was removed in January 1966. In March of that year, he appeared at a royal screening of Born Free, attended by the Queen, and received a standing ovation. Thereafter, performances were dubbed, often with Hawkins's approval, by two other guys. Hawkins continued to smoke. He continued to smoke after losing his voice. Smoking is one of the most addictive things. He used a mechanical larynx. Remember those mechanical? In 1967, it was reported that he would direct Peter O'Toole in St. Patrick's Battalion in Mexico, but the film was not made. Instead, he had his voice dubbed and dialogue kept to a minimum. The fact that producers were still offering work. Well, Last Lion. Oh my God, he died in 1973, so he had this thing since 1952, which is 21 years. He wanted to insert an artificial voice box. He started hemorrhaging and was admitted, in not forcing him out of the tame seed in that film. He died on 18th July. Okay, there you go. That's pretty, I don't know. Do you find that interesting, everybody? Sorry for reading all of that. He'd been doing me a favor. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry for reading that. Any beautiful babies born today? Okay. Yes, Lewis. I know Jack Hawkins, says Joe. Throat operation, bad stuff. Well, let's hope that Dame Judi Dench can continue to work on this thing. And macular degeneration is quite common, and I'm gonna tell you what you need to do to avoid having macular degeneration. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to tell you what it is. Macular. My mother had that, or she told me she had that, and it was one of those things. It was like, oh my God. My mother was like constantly telling me horrible things. Constantly telling me. Carbs. Reverse macular degeneration. Let's see. Focus on whole grain. No, low glycemic index. It's carbs. Don't eat sugar. If you want to not have it, if anybody sees her, you say that my friend Lewis says that you should stop eating sugar. Stop eating carbs. I'm not saying it's going to completely go away, but it's not going to get worse. How long did he give you? I gave him 30 days, 24 hours, 24 hours. I don't know how. I'll call you tomorrow and you'll tell me what I can do. I don't know what I can do here. Apparently you can't untime someone out. I'll just have to wait it out. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't see you there. Well, why weren't you there to begin with, Kermit? Why weren't you there? I'd like to know why. Why are some of our messages, are some of these messages not being read? Can I ask a favor of everybody? Can we got like 20 people watching this thing? Can each of you go over, and it says 14, each of you like the stream? That's all you got to do is like the stream. Press the like button. That means you, Gnome Hunter, and you, MC Scott, press like the stream. If Kofi.com. Okay. I was plainly talking, else you couldn't have clicked on me. No, I don't know what I clicked on. I did not see your name there at all. Do you remember, Kermit? Do you remember how many times I said, if Kermit were here? I said that. Do you guys remember me saying that? So I did not see you, Kermit. I was plain. No, I. How many times, Joodles, didn't I say it's Kermit's fault? Is it personal responsibility? I will take personal responsibility. You're making fun of me. That Joodles is making a joke because I believe in personal responsibility. Yeah, sometimes people are blamed. They should be blamed for other things. Yeah, maybe I was a bit loose with my thing, but I did not see you, Kermit. Yes, and I said Josh Howie is new, and he is not a new account. I did not see that message. I didn't see it. Oh, now it's on Top Chat. Why is it on Top Chat? If I go to other places, if I go to other places, if I go to other places, it eliminates the live chat. It automatically goes to Top Chat. Do you know anything about that, Kermit? I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Words that are not in the vocabulary arsenal of the dictionary of an arsenal of a dictator cult leader is I'm sorry. Yes, why is Joodles forcing me to say I take responsibility? Why? Why? That's not in my vocabulary, Joodles. I got the second like today. Whoop whoop. What's the second like? MC Scott. So here we go. Let's say goodbye to everybody. We've been here for an hour and a half. The chat goes weird from time to time. It is inconsistent, yeah. But if you say to me, "Are you on live chat?" I'll check to see if I'm on live chat. It's solely your fault. In a way, it is my fault because I switched over. Every time I look at the YouTube link, my whatever it is, Streamlabs, goes off live chat onto Top Chat. So I can't see everybody. So is that my fault? Yes, it's a little bit my fault. You were hovering above Josh's name, and Kermit sent his message right as you binned him. So the thing thought you had clicked on Kermit, but you actually wanted to click on Josh. The Josh sucker, yeah. Just bad timing. Okay. It could have been bad timing, yeah. I didn't see this is how women think, why they're so horrible. Why Joodles is so horrible. But you're so horrible, Lewis, because you're making a joke. You're saying it's solely your fault, Lewis, because that's exactly what you believe. When I say you have to take some responsibility, I'm not saying you have to take all responsibility, just some. And I'm willing to take some here. It still let me moderate Josh, but it wouldn't let me talk. That's interesting. It's interesting in a way because you're the moderator. In a way, it's my fault. Every way, all of the ways. Stop trying to find excuses. Would you write a little emoji that says you're kidding? Because I'm about to start crying. Crying, Joodles. I can see the 666 in the fold. Lewis Siski. You're saying I'm like the devil that night. Okay, so let's thank everybody. and then we'll say a quick prayer. Want to thank you, um, girl from Mars, for coming in. And we said a prayer, or I said a prayer about you, and and I didn't mention your name, but I think I mentioned your name afterwards, and so I'm maybe say a prayer for you now. Thank you, Gnome Hunter. Thank you, Joodles. Though I don't even know why I should thank her. She's been attacking me viciously. Occasional Gamer Kermit, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It didn't show up there. Vantanai is here, and Joe, and MC Scott, and William Wallace. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if I'm not mentioning your name, say, Lewis, what about me? How about mentioning my name? Mention my name, Del Boy Trotter. Some good questions. We can talk about James Duty Dench later. Girl from Mars. Yes. I can't say anything but yes. Thank you for coming in and saying you're not mad at me. It's really, it actually is very important to me. And I say the same. I'm not mad at you, but I'm saying I hope I didn't offend you. Um, So who else is here? Who else is here? I think that's about it that I can see. Let me see anybody who's on the top fans. Vatanai, Mark the Rosian was here. Brilliant. Leanne, remember Leanne was here. Lucy Van Pelt, thank you. The Jedster, Sir WC was here. Andrea Blake, Ron Smith, Stuart H, Marianne, Trucker from Reno, thank you, thank you, and thank you. And thank you, Alex and Alan Williams. Brilliant. Brilliant. Thank you all for here. Anybody like me to say a prayer? Prayer? Um, Not a 30-minute timeout. He has to have a full day timeout because I asked him so nicely. Wasn't I nice to Josh's fan? I was really nice to whoever was playing that person. And he knows it's a very difficult subject. And he knows that people are going to be reading what I said about it. So I think he deserves more. I think, Kermit, I think he needs more than 30 minutes. Vatna says he almost enjoyed tonight. Well, I enjoyed doing this. I tried to be a bit more relaxed than I was before. I didn't mention the C word. I think it's that Marie Antoinette account from a while ago, Kermit. Good memory, Joodles, that's right. Or else Ghost, FM Ghost. Yeah. So there you go. I'd be far, far firmer. Thanks for the show, Lewis. Come to Dover. Sometimes there is a Jewish community here, so I think they will be accustomed to your ways. Yeah. Maybe I should just do all the Jewish shows. What happened to FM Ghost? Does he ever come back? Mark the Rosian asks. So here's our prayer. Dear Lord, dear Lord, dear Lord our God, the creator of the heavens and the earth and us, who has given us life, who we rely upon, who we perhaps at times have not paid attention to and we've ignored, but we won't ignore you in the future because we are in a time of need. We're in a time of worry and need, and you, dear Lord, are our Lord. So this prayer is a prayer of thanks. We thank you for being there, for giving us the strength to get through the next few years. There's always going to be bad times, like as I've always said, or maybe it was you said in one of your many books. You said, when times are good, they will be bad. They will come bad. And when times are bad, they can get worse. But together, we as a community will rely on you, and we will rely on ourselves. Amen. Okay, I don't agree with you there. Well, I can only ban people for 24 hours. I can only ban them for 24 hours. So if I think if they're banned enough, they come back and I ban them, and they come back and I ban them, and then they either become good or they're banned. Amen. Thank you, MC Scott. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. I'm going to leave the stream on for a little bit. I know, you're only joking. Was it defo from the same account as channel activity goes back to the start of their interaction, like months? I don't know. Are you asking me this? We can discuss this tomorrow. Should we discuss it tomorrow? Let's wave goodbye to everybody. Let's wave goodbye. Am I going to say goodbye? I wish I was. Thank you, Alex. I wish I was on GB News. I wish I was, but I'm not. I'm not. And hopefully something good will come of this. And if nothing bigger comes of this, at least we've had a diversion. We've had a place to go at 10:30 at night, at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, which I'll see you at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We've had a place to go with friends. And maybe we'll all get together and we'll say, oh, I was on Lewis's show 100 times or whatever. There was only 3 messages in the channel interaction. Yeah, that's right. I saw that channel interaction. So I'm saying goodbye. It's time for us to go. It's time for us to go. Okay. I'm going to say goodbye. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock.